Okay, for this week's Kids Corner, I have a really fun recipe for the holidays. We are going to be making snowman cupcakes. So I'm using a vanilla cake mix today. You can use whatever you want. You can make them from scratch, any mix you want. I chose to do it this way just in the interest of expediency, so I'm going to show you now how to top them and decorate them so they look like cute little snowmen. So, the first thing we're going to do, into the piping bag I put what is essentially a cream cheese icing. I made mine with mascarpone because personally I prefer that. It's a little less tangy and a little more buttery. And so that's what I've used. You can use, again, any frosting you wish, but you probably will want to put it into a piping bag to do this. It'll make it a little bit easier. I would, however, one note of caution, because this is a snowman, I would shy away from a buttercream frosting for this because it will make it probably a little too yellow. Even the mascarpone tinted it a little bit. So I would shy away from buttercream frosting. And this is what we do. The first step is you just pipe on like such, and then you get a frosting spatula and you just smooth it out so it looks more like snow. And you can also just cut the corner of a sandwich bag or freezer bag just as easily, and you'll get a smooth bead of frosting, but you'll probably still want to smooth it a little with a spatula so that you don't get the rows, the ridges. And the next step is you pipe another circle right into the middle like that, and this is going to be the base of your snowman. So I kind of smooth that around a little bit as well, but that's like the base of the body of your snowman. So you just shape that a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, that's fine. And then you take a marshmallow, a big full-size marshmallow, and you pop it right on top of there like that. Next, you take pretzel sticks, just the straight sticks, and I've taken a bunch of them and I've just snapped them in half like such, and they make the little arms that go right in right here like this. And the next thing I'm going to do is do his face, and as you can see I've made a jet black icing, and I put it into a snack bag and just snipped the very, very tip off of the bag so that it's a very tiny, tiny little point. So, and that just works perfectly. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put the buttons on him. 3 down on the first section, 3 down on the second section, and then I'm going to do his face, and I'll show you in just one second here. So there you have his face without his nose. The next step, I'm using Nerds. You can mix up orange frosting and try to pipe little noses onto them if you want. That does look really cute, but it is very fiddly. And I think when you're doing this kind of thing with kids, that's a little bit tedious for them. Even the buttons and stuff is definitely probably something that you'll want to help them with because it's a little fussy. So in the interest of ease and little hands being able to help out more, I use red Nerds, so my snowmen end up looking like Frosty the Snowman actually. And you just place that right in the middle of his little face, and there you go. You've got your first snowman done. And this is what they look like finished. These are my adorable snowman cupcakes, and they're very easy and fun to do with the kids for the holiday season.